Hello, hello, happy Thursday. Welcome to Divine Insights. In this Facebook Live put on by the Unity of Gulfport, we pull intuitive cards and give intuitive readings. And so my name is Dr. Debbie Roche. I am a chiropractor who loves all kinds of healing, including metaphysical healing. And so I love intuition, and it has been such a gift in my life, my intuitive connection. And so one of the reasons why I do this event is because I have attended many people that have done these types of card pullings, and I have so greatly benefited from their insight. And so I always wanted to give back in this way. And so there are many, many decks that are out there for this type of thing. The intuitive cards, you can use them, you cannot use them. There are many different ways our intuition can come to us, and it's labeled all kinds of fancy names. Hello, I don't know who you are. I can't always see the names. I can see them on my phone, but I can't see them on the. So if you say hello, please tell me who you are until I can. Let's see. Hi, Jenny. Okay, I can see you on here. All right, so let me put down the volume here. And so let's see. Hope you're having a good day, Jenny. It was good to see you the other day at service. And I hope to see you at the expo. The expo's coming up. I'm super excited about it. I will be speaking at 3:00 on the heart, intuition and healing the heart. And so it's one of my favorite topics and one near and dear to my heart. And so anyway, welcome, Jenny. Like I was saying, our intuition can come to us in many different ways. And so it can come to us. For me, I kind of have like a psychic movie screen. It's kind of like a movie screen on the front part of my brain where I will see images or little movie clips. That's called clairvoyance. Also, I have the gift of clairaudience, which is when you hear things. So sometimes I'll hear words or little phrases. And then sometimes clairsentience is the feeling of things, like on your body. Like sometimes I'll feel emotionally a certain emotion if I'm sitting in front of somebody doing a reading, or just the knowing. So the clairsentience is also the knowing. And so there are many different fancy ways of labeling it, but our intuition can come to us in so many different ways, whether it be pictures or sounds or feelings or just the innate knowing. Sometimes people can taste things. I've never had that. Maybe once. I think I've tasted something once. And I think it's clairgustience. Anyway, there's all these different fancy words for it, but our intuition can come to us in so many different ways. And so it is such, I believe, that our angels and our spirit guides are with us all the time. And so it is only a matter of calling them in and asking them for help, especially when we're stuck. That can be of such great value. And so the cards are one of the tools that we can use to connect to our intuition, especially when we're new to getting messages or navigating our gift. And so I have many, many different decks. I love them. I hope to design a deck one day. I have some favorites here tonight. I've been buying new decks. And so I go to Books A Million and with my nieces, and they have a great selection of spiritual tools, metaphysical tools at Books A Million. So I'm really impressed, actually, because I'm always buying new decks. I must have bought like maybe 12 decks in the last maybe 2 months. So I've added to my collection, which I didn't really need anymore. But each deck has its own energy to it and its own kind of angle of how it presents the intuitive information. And they have kind of different voices, the different decks. And so I have some new ones. This is one of my favorite decks. I think Jenny bought this deck. I love the title, Unshakable Inner Peace. I think that's a great title for anything, right? That's always my ultimate goal for spirituality and my spiritual walk is unshakable inner peace. Like, what a great concept. Also, no, these are just, I've had some of these decks for a long time, and then some of these are new. And so I will, I'll go through them. So the Life Purpose deck, it's a pretty general use deck. It has some pretty good angles on our walk towards finding our life purpose. If anybody would like a reading, interrupt me and let me know, and I'll start with you. This deck was a gift from Dee. So thank you, Dee, for my deck, for my new deck. This has like kind of a Native American kind of energy to the messages. And I like this deck more than I thought I would, because the vibration of it, I didn't think that it would be a fit, and I use it more than I would think. This deck, I always think of Fred, who's an amazing artist in our community, and so this deck, I used to give me great readings from this deck at Wings Bookstore, and so this deck is actually a really good deck around the heart. And so John Holland, he writes, a little bit male in terms of male energy for the psychic stuff. My hair is super curly. I'm noticing, boy, the mousse I always use has changed. It's no longer in print or whatever, and so I'm using different mousses. And boy, is my curls um, totally out and about. But yeah, John Holland has some good decks. I'm packed for the Mind Body Spirit Expo, which is Saturday. I'll be there from 9 to 6. I'll have an intuitive table, and I'm speaking at 3. But the other deck I'll have on that table, and so there's a psychic deck that he made that's pretty good. I actually use it often. And so I have a shamanic deck, and I like the little eagle, the little tough eagle on the front. And I use this deck a lot. Journey of Love. I love Alana Fairchild as the author of this deck. It's very not whimsical, but there is for those of you that are water signs like me, I'm a Pisces. This deck has it does a really great job with connecting to emotion, and there's poems in this deck. I love the way that she laid out the information, because she lays out the reading for each card, and then she includes poetry as a part of each card, and that's I want to include more poetry in my next book. And so actually, I think I'm gonna pull from this deck for myself, because I don't have any takers yet, and so let's see what else we got tonight. Native Spirit. These have great tools. I like this deck for in terms of shamanistic or Native American tools in our everyday life. I really like that concept for this deck. This is one of my newer decks. I love the energy, the gentle energy of both of these decks. They're both by Hay House. And I like the way that I just bought these actually at Books A Million. And I like the gentleness, the gentle energy of these decks. And so I just heard of the star seed, the concept of star seed in the spiritual lineage stuff. So I'm look a little deeper into that. But I like the energy of these decks. I like the way they open, and I like I don't know. I really like this deck more than I thought I would. I was guided to buy it. That always happens, is I'm guided to buy a deck, and then I'm like, am I really going to use this deck? Because I have like 70 other decks. I have like a few things I love that I just totally invest in. Oh, I didn't see. Hi, Victoria. Yes, I will. I'll definitely pull you a card right now. Pull some. What would you like me to pick you a deck, or would you like to? Pick the deck that to pull from? So there is the Starseed Oracle deck. There's the Rose Oracle deck. There's the Shamanic. There's the Earth Lunar Oracle. I like this. I love the energy of this deck. It's very simple in its design, but I really like it. You pick. Okay. Let's see. I think it's from this deck, the Unshakable Inner Peace deck. And I really like this concept, because I know when I go through some really hard things, getting through them successfully, and when I say successfully, that means in a way that I'm more grounded and serene rather than in fear or in chaos in my mind. It really depends on mindset, because my mind is always so geared towards negative thinking because of my trauma in my youth. And so a part of this deck, I love this concept of unshakable inner peace, because I'm a big believer is that when we are really investing in our spiritual walk and embracing spiritual tools, whether that be breath work or meditation or prayer, or just getting around spiritual community, or listening to affirmations, or using the intuitive cards, if we're actively throughout our day, then we have less time for our mind to be overactive. And okay, so we'll pick some from the Lunar deck too. Okay. I like the lunar deck. It has a mystical feel to it, and it's really simple in its design, and so I like that too. I don't know. I thought anyway. It's less fancy than a lot of my other decks, but I like it. I like this deck. I like most of them, but I have special favorites. Okay, Victoria, I'll pull you a couple. So 1, 2, 3. I see a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We'll go 3 from that deck. And then we'll pull 3 from this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh. 26. So what happens is I see numbers that flash on my little psychic movie screen, and I know what cards to pull. And then I hear information either as I touch them or as I'm talking about them. I'm seeing all my curls, boy. It's a curly night. All right, so Victoria. So flipping them over. Somebody told me that this camera picks up the cards. I should probably put some paper down. So the first card, it says, this is not your practice life, decide. So when I get this card, it's all about moving forward, even if it's in little steps. And I know for me, I've hit some real bottoms in my life, certainly with health stuff and emotionally. And sometimes it comes down to just little things to take care of ourselves, the self-care stuff, even if it's drinking water or getting on a call. I'm in 12-step recovery, so getting on to a meeting or whatever the self-care is, like you have to decide, I'm really going to fight to live sometimes. And whether that be in our mind, like living in a spiritual walk, or allowing our minds to kind of consume us. And my mind is too strong. It will eat me alive if I let it run rampant. Your second card, Victoria, I love the energy of this card. It says gratitude is the life force of peace. That is so true in so many ways. I know for me, my mind can always tell me what my life is lacking. And it really is a very powerful spiritual practice. And it can be hard sometimes, don't get me wrong, to really focus on what's good, whether it be in a relationship or interaction with a friend or a community or work stuff or money stuff or health stuff even, and so gratitude really is, it can be it can be in moments a difficult place to get to. But for me, it's like a muscle. And so that gratitude is the life force of peace. And then the question is, what are you thankful for? And I know for me, if I'm walking through some hard stuff, that can be hard to focus on. But when I can get there, even for a minute or 30 seconds, it really can shift where I'm at. So if you're in that kind of place, they're cracking my voice. Like, if you are in that kind of just sad place or confused place or stuck place, it really is that energy of gratitude that can really make a huge difference. Because from those gratitude thoughts, sometimes I know I can kind of reach for higher vibration thoughts rather than the fear or the despair or the anger or the whatever it might be. And the next one, when peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. Hello, Taylor, welcome. Yes, is the life force of peace. I love that. I love these cards. I love the front of them. They're really colorful. When peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. I like that. Look at these people that are like super into their meditation. I don't know if you can see it. This camera, I'm still working with this camera and learning it. But they're really into the zone of the meditation. I'm not the greatest meditator, but I am trying to learn. And when I practice it more, I really can feel a lot more peaceful inside, and I feel calmer and the whole bit. So when peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. And so I don't know if that's, yes, we can see a more beautiful kind of existence, but like when peace is your priority, I love that saying. When peace is your priority, because you can apply it to so many things, whether it be like self-criticism or self-anger to interacting with people that might be difficult or walking through hard stuff. When peace is your priority, that's for me, that's an action of me really observing my mind and really taking spiritual action there. Um, all right, Victoria, we're going to do next three. These are very like simple cards, but I know that I have to read the little book, which I never do in terms of the intro, but I like the designs of these. The first one, it says, be as gentle with yourself as you would with a friend. I know if I'm walking through anything health related that I could get real negative on myself real quick. And so this is a reminder, Victoria, just to be gentle with yourself right now in your heart. If you're walking through hard things, just be real gentle, like you would at your favorite friend. Next card, give your creativity the space it needs to flourish. I know you do great things with crayons and art. So maybe tap into that. I know for me that if I'm in a stuck place, it really is my creative energy that can really lead me to a much stronger connection with the divine, which ultimately that's what I most need whenever I'm walking through hard things, is the feeling of the presence of the divine. And so whoever said hello, I think that's Leslie, but I'm not sure. And yes, it is Leslie. I got it right. Ooh, a lunar oracle. That's right. It's a new deck, Leslie. Look how pretty the box is. Is your art thing is still going on, right? Because I totally want to go with you and like drink tea and look at all the details of all your paintings. I'm so sorry I haven't been available lately. And so the lunar oracle, isn't this pretty? It's like I love the energy of the moon, and they're very simple cards, but they're pretty powerful. I like them more than I thought I would. And this is the last card, Victoria. There is always another opportunity to be had. I know for me, whenever I've been walking through anything health related or even emotion related, there's that tendency for my mind to say, "Up, that's it," But thank goodness my intuition always told me that there were more answers out there than what I was being given, and so I would always search for more solutions and possibilities. And that's just the reminder. This is your power card, which is the most important card of the deck. And so new thought is all about embracing a new thought and new potential and new possibility for our lives and our hearts and our future. And so this is your power card, Victoria. There is always another opportunity to be had. So when I hear that, I always think of thinking outside. Hello. Let's see, tomorrow or Saturday. I can't see. Hi, Carol. Oh, I can't wait to see you. Oh, I can't wait to see your new deck. That's wonderful. So I hope that was helpful, Victoria. Many blessings. And let's see. Hi, Carol. Welcome. And so, yes, the expo is this weekend. I'm super excited to go there. I've been organizing some of my stuff today. I went to the printer today. And I got my lunch stuff. I always drag a whole bunch of healthy stuff, healthy fruits and veggies and all kinds of stuff for my day, because it's always a little bit of a long day, but I always love seeing everybody. I'm speaking at 3:00, and I'm speaking on a really important topic for my heart, and it is intuition and healing the heart. And so I thought that was such a great topic. I don't know how many people will show, but I just thought that was such an important topic, especially for all of us. As I'm walking through a lot of loss. Oh, lovely. Well, welcome. So glad that you're here, Carol. I didn't know that you've been in the background, but thank you for coming and joining us. Let me know if you would like a reading. Who is next? Yeah. I'm so glad. You're welcome, Victoria. Many blessings. I have walked through many stuff, really, really hard things, and I know at times that you are too. And I just know that the whole community is sending you love and many blessings and prayers, and that that your power card of reaching for new possibilities is such a power card. That will all come down to your mindset and whatever you're reaching for. So many blessings. You're very welcome. Who is next? Who would like a reading next? Okay, so no, Victoria, we did. Taylor, are you still here? Let's see. Yes, I am learning more and more, Carol, about meditation and the power of it. So, but yes, I have been getting more and more. I love the connection between the brain and intuitive connection, because I love, they're two of my favorite like topics, passion topics for me. And so, meditation actually helps the signaling of the brain. I'm all about like signaling of the brain and how to optimize it and all that. And so, yes, absolutely. So, Taylor, would you like? Yes. Okay, great. Would you like me to pick your deck for you, or would you like to pick it? So this is a donation-based event, and I have my little donation sign behind me. But so if anybody feels guided to make a donation, you can do so at PayPal, which is unityofgulfport@gmail.com. Venmo is at Unity of Gulfport, and then their website is unityofgulfport/give. I'm sorry, unityofgulfport.org/give. The information is in the words above the video, or the stream, the live stream. And so let's see. And also all donations go to support Unity of Gulfport. So let's see. All right, so I am picking for you. Let's see. I feel it's from this deck. I like the little girl's face and a little owl, little wise owl. She reminds me of my little wise cat. I have this old cat, and she is 22 years old, my old cat. And she is my favorite treasure. She's not really a thing, but she is one of my favorite of everything. And she's so feisty and wise, and she loves to supervise me. But now she can't really get around much, so she supervises me from my bed. So I'll be walking, she'll go meow. She's still telling me what to do from the bed. But yeah, all right. This is what these cards look like on the front. If anybody would like to be on our mailing list, both for the church and for me, I don't really send out a lot of emails, but I do some workshops and community gatherings and stuff. Some are online, some are in person. So if you would like to be on my mailing list or the church's mailing list, you can either send me your email or you can drop it in the message area. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay. So your power card means that it's the most powerful card of the deck. And a power card, all of the cards support the power message, the power card message. Nobody kind of taught me this card pulling way. It just kind of developed. And so I'll get to your power card, but we're going to do the other ones first. So the first one is take time to reflect. And so I'm terrible at doing this because I want to always overdo and forge ahead. And so I'm in a time of reflection too, but take time to reflect. And not showing me exactly about what. I want to see it's either a career move or a relationship. And so possibly more relationship based, but when I get the message that it's time to reflect, that really is about going deep within and really getting to know the core self from a spiritual based perspective, from a soul based perspective, really getting to know ourselves. So taking the time to reflect. For me, I do a lot of journaling during that time. I do a lot of prayer. I do a lot of meditation. Usually growing times are never like, I don't know, high joyful times, but they're always, when I look back, it's really the times that have made me, are those reflection times of realignment and really getting to know the core self and what I really, really want. because many a times when I have not done that, I have built things that were not in my highest and best good that really didn't make me happy. And so I'm determined during this time phase to really get real reflective and clear. And so that's what this card is about for you, is about clarity. Like number one, what is weak in your foundation? Two, what makes you most happy? And then three, what action steps do you need to take to step further into your alignment for your highest and best self in the future, or what you're most trying to create? So this time, they're saying essential. Time of reflection is essential. That's what I'm hearing. So take the time. I tend to get stuck in that over busy mode. Hi, Dee. But that's not what they're wanting for you. It really is. They're wanting you to take the time to reflect. And that word reflect is a big word, right? That could be thinking, it could be feeling, it could be processing and journaling, but that it's essential. And I feel it's 3 to 6 months. It's not just a couple weeks. Take the time and never regret it. And nothing negative will come from taking the time to do that. Honor your inner knowing. It says medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. Ooh. I feel when I tap into your energy field that your mind can be very busy. They're cracking my voice, so that's double confirmation. So your mind can be overactive sometimes, and they're wanting you to almost step beyond your mind and tap into your inner knowing, like the knowing within. And for me, because my mind always tries to take care of me by doing overactive, whatever I can do to really tap into the knowing better and more frequently, it always serves me. Whether it be if I'm in an emotional place or mad or triggered from somebody or something, or when I'm really trying to forgive somebody, that stepping in and taking the time to step into our knowingness is invaluable. So they're really emphasizing that, and that you are way more psychic than you really believe. That's what also they're saying. Okay, the next look at the little guy's face. I think this little guy's face. It says move beyond ancestral patterns. When I hear the word ancestral patterns, what they're referring to is trauma patterns from our lineage, for you specifically. So whatever patterns that you feel are showing up from your family, or things that are like showing up from your developmental stage of your life, um, they're wanting you to outmaneuver them, to become very aware of those patterns, whether that be therapy. I'm a big believer in therapy. I go all the time for like 25 years. It's the best. Therapy and 12-step recovery is the best thing that I've done. And that is because it has helped me become aware of the patterns within myself that are not serving my highest good. So anytime, and 12-step recovery is awesome. You can get awesome mentors. You can do writing exercises with the mentors to figure out what are your patterns. It's all about what are the patterns from your past, and how to like outmaneuver them in a positive and better way. That 12-step recovery is phenomenal. It's free, or very, very low cost. But that's what they're wanting you to do, is to get more aware of what patterns that you're playing out in your life that are not serving you, that are kind of like tripping you up. Whatever it is that you're most wanting in your life, career-wise, work-wise, that really is your dream in your heart. I like his little like face of like, I don't know, persistence on this card. Be devoted and committed. That's what it's saying. Like really like commit to it. Like, me becoming a natural doctor, a chiropractor, like I never thought I was smart enough. My brain worked differently because of the trauma, and I had to work so hard for any schooling I've ever had. And so, it's been a 20 year, at least a 25-year goal, maybe 35 years, maybe more than that. When did I decide? Like 5? I think I was 5. So 40 years, 40-year dream of becoming a doctor. So whatever it is, hello, Samantha. I do not do numerology, but there's some great people at the expo this weekend that do. I'm not sure who wrote that, but I can't see. I have to look on here. But be devoted and committed. Whatever it is that you are most joyful in your heart about, make sure that you continue to go along that path. They're affirming you. Like that's your dream for a reason that you can do it. And so your power card is hold the space. This is spiritual space. And this is for yourself and for other people in your life. This is like, I know for me that when I just came out of a relationship and I'm learning a lot about forgiveness and grief and letting go and honoring all that happened and all of that. But holding space, so spiritual space, metaphysical space, like that's universal space of the divine, right? For ourselves and being gentle with our heart and stepping forward. And like there's a frequency in that divine space. And they're wanting you to bring it in and hold it more, not just for you, but for the people in your life that you may be having some difficulties with, or whatever it is that you're struggling with right now in the present day or within the week. Holding that space and almost bringing the image of whatever it is that you're struggling with as you're in that higher vibration spiritual space. And so that's the power card. So all of this stuff is really focused on that, like holding the space. I'm learning more and more the power of it. You know, I'm in my previous days, I've been certainly an overdoer, thinking that things or overdoing or workaholism or stuff will make me happy or whatever. But really, it's about holding the space. Holding the space has such power to it in so many ways. Whether it be the power of peace, right? That was one of the first cards that we pulled tonight, is the power of that peace. But really, holding the space is a practice. And the more that we're able to do that, I find that the happier I am, the more grounded I am, the more peaceful I am, the more connected I am intuitively, all of that. And so I hope that is helpful. Welcome. The expo is this. I feel you're supposed to be at the expo. I don't know if you're nearby, but the expo is this weekend from 9 to 6 at the Gulfport Casino. So come on out if you're local. And I'm there. I'll be there doing readings, and I speak at 3:00. But it's always a great event. There's always great people. Let's see. Carol, I don't do numerology. I do pendulum. If anybody wants to ask the pendulum a question, I've just started to get into the pendulum. So I know I've never pulled out the pendulum in the Divine Insights, but I feel guided. I kept hearing it intuitively. But no, I don't do numerology. I don't know. I think that numerology is too left-brained. It reminds me too much of math. But I have done, I've gone to people with I've had my chart pulled or whatever. And it is insightful, but no, I don't know enough about that technique. Can anybody hear me? Is it just you, Samantha, or everyone? So if you can hear me, wave at me or something like that. So I'm hoping that. Can anybody else hear me? Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Taylor. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that it was helpful. And so, yeah, stepping into the path of a healer is not an easy decision or calling. Sometimes I know I have that too, but totally follow it. You can't not do it. Once you hear the call, you can't not step up and embrace that part of you. And so I know that even when I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm called to serve in that way, it always fills me with such not only energy some ways, but like joy in my heart. And so, so yeah, if you're called, then and what's the saying? Healer heal themselves, but or something like in that walk of like the walk of the healer is often filled with a lot of personal healing and a lot of, I don't want to say woundedness, but there's a path of personal healing when we're called to be a healer. So whatever it is that you're walking through or have walked through, know that it will serve you in that calling of being a healer, whatever aspect, that takes on for you. And so, yay! Thank you, Taylor, for letting me know. Thank you for those of you that have waved at me. Thank you, Dee. And so, who else? Who else would like a reading? You're very welcome, Taylor. Much luck on your path to becoming a healer. I'm sure you will find your highest and best path, ideally for you and your heart. I think I'm going to pull a couple from here for myself. Just a few. I'm waiting. Who's next? Who is next? Who is that? Here we go. Okay, I'm still learning technology. This is my first time wearing my flamingo shirt. I don't know. I like the colors. I'm not sure how I feel about the flamingo part, but I do like the colors of the shirt and the way the fabric. So that's why I picked it. The moon card. All right, you want a moon thing? Oh no, that's Leslie. Okay, so you want all right, G and then Leslie. All right, I'm gonna pick 3 for me quick, and then I'm gonna move on because I feel called to. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm seeing a 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17. All right, and then my power card 8, 19, 20. Let's do it quick. I won't do a full reading on me. Open, say yes, expand through the extremes, and trust. Ooh, trust is hard for me. I'm not a good trust. Stream. Okay, I am back. All right. Open. That's a good one. Oh, I like the energy of the heart chakra being open, like opening up to the divine and the light through the 7th chakra. What else for me? The breathing rose, heart healing. That's what I'm all about lately. Emotions, connection, time eases. Yeah, I'm in grief, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of grief this week around my ex and releasing it all to the divine and knowing that we are both on our highest and best paths and really feeling that and releasing all of that. The wild rose. Okay, let's see. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness, untamed. So I've been really guided to really get online more, almost not with my quirky science geeky side, but have fun with it, but really get, to really show up and educate and heal with my own way of just showing up online with my work and motivation and stuff and spiritual stuff. Release the petals. This is the power card. Release the petals. Death and rebirth. Shedding. So I'm certainly in that type of life phase, which is very transformative, but not always easy. So anyway, all right, enough of me. Okay. I think D is next. D. All right. So am I picking for you, D, or are you picking the deck, or am I? Are you here, D? Yeah, so I'm picking it then? All right, I'm assuming the yes, please means I am picking it. It feels from the Star Seed deck. Oh, I hear the little paws of the kitty. Kitty's coming out here to supervise me. She's a good supervisor. She's been supervising me for a very long time. Precious kitty. She's very feisty and very demanding. Like, I predict she's going to start yowling because I'm not petting her while she eats. She's very up. She's starting to think about it. She's like, mom's not here to pet me. I must tell her I'm upset. Oh, maybe she's not. Maybe she knows I'm doing something. Oh, she's listening to me. She's not so good at untangling her hair as she's getting older. I have to like cut it out. I'm not sure how to untangle her because she's super hairy and fluffy. All right. So for those of you that are local, I am playing and singing one of my favorite songs on Sunday. And it's with the Gulfport Unity Voices. And so I'm super excited. Lean on Me. It's a very old song. All righty. These cards are so gentle. I love the color, the gentle colors. And starseed are like people that have come to Earth that are from, I believe, I haven't done a lot of research on this, but somebody told me of this idea. It's like souls that have kind of shown up on Earth, but they remember that they're not from Earth. That's the best way, and they're not always content. So sometimes a journey. I don't think it might not be a correct fit for you, but there's I haven't done enough research on it, but I feel called to. But I love the energy, the gentle energy, very pastel-y and very. All right, I see a 1, I see an 8. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Power card. 25. All right, T. First card. Hiereth. I don't know what that is, but it says longing for home, homesick for the stars. I know you love nature. So if you're ever feeling emotionally displaced or lonely, that nature is going to feed you. It's going to feed your soul with the vibration of the divine, especially anything under the clouds, under the sky, especially near the water, under the sky. The clouds is what they're showing me. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Let me look at this for a little bit. I still feel that I feel that this card relates to you, of you looking a little deeper and with, I want to say like a keener, more discerning eye in terms of what your next steps are. I know a lot of opportunities coming at you, but really ask yourself, what does my soul most want to do? And let that guide you a little bit deeper and clearer. That's what the message is around that. Oh my goodness, this is the void, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So look at this card. It's like a black hole. So when I touch this card, it's about going deeper emotionally. And so I know that you have a lot of joy naturally in your field and in your life, but they're still wanting you to go deeper. And they're wanting you, whatever discord, emotional discord is there, or that's below that superficial level, they're wanting you to dig deeper and maybe do some work there, or to consider. It says, fall into my arms, but this is about spiritually. It says, fall into my arms. It says, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So this is about your walk with the divine and really embracing more spiritual practices within your life. To make almost I'm hearing audibly, to make the divine your beloved first before you embrace somebody new in your life in that way. Kitty, oh, Kitty is lonely. It's okay, Kitty, I'm coming soon. She goes on our bed because, the bed, because she can't really do much anymore. And so she goes on the bed and she gets lonely and she cries for me. It says, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. This is all about you just designing your life. And once you figure out, get clear on what you're really wanting, to just step up into it fully, strongly, completely, with clarity. It's about getting clear. It always is about getting clear, right? But that was your power card. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. So I know that like I said, you're doing lots of good, awesome stuff, but they're wanting you to embrace a little more clarity about the next steps and your heart, with it, what's in your heart. So anyway, good to see you. I'll see you on Saturday, Dee. Thank you for the deck. She got me this deck. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. You're welcome, Dee. Leslie, are you still here? Is Leslie still? Yes. Okay. All right. I'm pick from here, Leslie. I like the cool silver thing on the Books A Million. Had this massive sale on cards. Like I got all my cards for like 40% off, and I was like every couple of days I'd go to Books A Million for more cards because my nieces are starting to love Books A Million, which is what I really wanted, was for them to fall in love with bookstores, because I've always loved them. And so that's what happened, is I acquired all these new decks, which yay. All right, Leslie. These are a little plain on the outside, but they do a good job. They're just kind of sky based. Yeah, it is. It is a cool design for Feminine Moon. 1, 2, 3. $17. All right, Leslie. also a good card. Remember to respond rather than react. Ooh, that's so hard sometimes. Remember to respond rather than react. I'm not sure. It's something family related. That's what I'm getting. Um, I've been practicing this a lot lately, actually. Yeah, to respond, rather just observe, just observe and ground and connect to source, and but most importantly, like I know for me that if I'm having just a strong emotional reaction about something, that it always shows me something more about myself. I'm not calling it wrong or wounded, but just like if I'm really feeling strongly about something, because I'm pretty happy go lucky most of the time on some level. Like I'm kind of, easygoing and, kind of in my own little zone of nerdiness and creating and spirit or whatever. But like if I'm responding strongly, the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm hearing that they're wanting you to be very observant and reflective of your own emotional rhythms. Like if you feel something very strongly, and they're not labeling it as good or bad, they're just saying, hey, if somebody's like really pissing you off or making you mad or angry or sad or something, to really observe why, like, or to at least consider like what in me is being triggered. Is it old? Is it new? Is it serving me if I say something about it? I'm really in that mode um, to be still, and then to ask the question: is this person capable of having a real conversation with me that will lead to healing and, I don't know, connection? And if the answer is no, then I won't really go. I won't say anything. I'm learning in my older years like that, rather than me like sticking up for myself all the time, it's wiser tonight to just hand it over to the divine. So yeah, interesting that something happened this week with you. So it says, no feeling is ever final. Everything passes. This is so true. I'm so water based. So I'm so emotion based. And it has its gifts as well as its challenges. And so this is the for you, no feeling is final. Everything passes. So if you're feeling more emotional lately, just know that there are always many factors that tie into our emotions, everything from cell stuff, hormone stuff, to spirit stuff, emotion stuff, trauma stuff. There's a lot of factors when it comes to astrology stuff, many factors when it comes to emotion. And I just want you to be extra gentle with yourself right now. Like just let it pass. Whatever you're feeling, no, it's not going to be forever. It might need to be just a feeling that you just need to feel to release it. Because I know that if I don't feel, then I'll just shove it down into my soul and my body, and then my body will manifest stuff. So I can't do that. I got to feel everything, which sucks. Sometimes it's good. Listen, next card. Listen to your intuition and then listen again. I feel you have very strong intuitive gifts, Leslie. Listen to your intuition and then listen again. I know for me, I think one of the hardest things is when our intuition tells us something and then we don't want to follow it. Like that totally sucks. Like when our intuition, like whatever I'm hoping the answer is going to be, and then our intuition says nope. Like that, like totally is not cool, right? But I find that if I'm willing to just sit with it and just sit and listen and then take action on whatever it is, my life inevitably gets amazingly better. And so they're just wanting you to just tap in and listen, and then listen some more, because there's always like levels of the intuitive messages, right? The first one is like the basic one, but then when we dig deeper, we can really ask intuitively the nuances of the meaning of the baseline intuitive message. So I do a lot of intuitive writing. Lately I've been really embracing a lot of stillness, because I've been sitting with the grief and clearing the grief and really honoring my grieving process, because it was one of my greatest loves that has just ended. And so I've really been practicing a lot of being really still with that letting go process without getting stuck in it, because I can get stuck in the wallowing a little bit. So I'm really, but yeah, honoring that process. And so part of me really is doing a lot of emotional writing, and it's emotional intuitive writing, and so it's been a really interesting experience to hear more and more, not just listening to my intuition, but listening again. And so I feel that that practice would be very helpful for you, Leslie. I know you are you're very emotionally what's the right word, intricate, like I am. You have the ability to decipher many types of emotion and understand them. Like you're very you have that ability, and your awareness around that is growing, and so they're wanting to encourage that, and to encourage you to interact more with divine around your emotions. And so intuitive emotional, I call it intuitive writing, but like that would be very helpful for you. And then the next card, instead of trying harder, try differently. And so I'm not sure, it might be around business stuff. I think it's around business stuff. So showing you painting and creating when I touch this card. Instead of trying harder, try differently. They're saying for both, so that's the message for me too. Power card. Ooh, give your creativity the space it needs to flourish. So just almost create like total open creative divine space. I don't know, in your day, in your apartment, somewhere where you're totally free to express whatever that comes through you with no hesitation, because you have so many gifts in so many areas, especially artistically, excuse me. But yeah, like totally just want you to channel the divine through your work, which you do amazing stuff. I can't wait for you to paint Bammy. I'm so excited because I realize I have all these pictures in my house, and I find it so odd that I don't have any pictures of my grandmother up. And I think it's because she's always so close to me that I don't miss her, so I don't need a reminder. Like she's my sacred spiritual companion. Um, but yeah, I would love. I can't wait for you to create um, an image of my grandmother, because she was so. Oh my God, what a powerhouse of a woman! She actually came through very strongly today in several ways, and I'm so grateful that I'm connecting more and more to her, because she was what, not only did she save me when I was a kid, she really scooped me up when my parents couldn't take care of me, but my mother specifically. But oh, what a huge force in my life, and what a gift in my life. Oh yeah, yeah, I'll definitely bring you one very soon. I know I haven't, I've been unavailable, but no, I've just been going through my own grief, and that makes me a little bit unavailable at times. So yes, I would love that. So thank you so much, listening and listening again. Awesome, Leslie. All right, so we're 8:23. Who did I not get? Somebody who would like a reading? Would anybody like to ask the pendulum something? I've just started to use more of the pendulum stuff. I don't really need these tools. Like I don't need the cards and the pendulum. I can just do readings regular, but they are kind of fun. So would anybody like to ask the pendulum something? So how I've been using it is I've been asking the pendulum, um, show me a yes. And usually it's a circle. See, it's going in a circle. And I'm like I really look at not moving it. Okay. And then I ask, okay, show me a no. And then it just goes still. You see it? Would anybody like to ask the pendulum something? I usually don't pull the pendulum out. Do, 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 do. Yay, I'm glad that was very good. Yay. Okay, anybody want or did anybody not get a reading? Would anybody like to ask the pendulum something, a yes or no question? Ooh, my camera zones in on the pendulum. This is a Logitech 922. It's a little bit better than the camera that it had it before. No takers on the pendulum. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. All right. Anything else? Let's do a collective reading for the whole. I think that's coming from the energy deck. I always think of Fred. Fred is an amazing. I think it's Fred Wood is his last name. I don't know his last name. I only know him as Fred. He's an energy healer, but he does awesome. He does a lot of different stuff. He's a great artist too, phenomenal artist. Let's see. Also, no takers on the pendulum. Bummer. Teasing. All right, we're gonna pull some from the unshakable inner peace too. That's always my goal. Unshakable inner peace. I think that's okay. I heard a no for that, but let's see if I'm right. Okay, so Fred Woods. All right. All right. This is the question. Okay. All right. Root Man. That's right. He's phenomenal. He had his work all over everywhere. Okay. Okay. So, what was the question? Should I continue talking about my ex? I heard a no, but let's see. Oh, I heard a no. I see a no. Sorry, it's a no. I hope we didn't want a yes. It's a no. I don't feel that his energy, whatever the energy is, I don't feel it's in your highest and best. So sorry, no. I hope you weren't wanting it. So no, don't keep talking about your ex relationship. I don't think it serves your highest and best. Any other questions for the pendulum? Any other questions? No other questions? I can't even believe it. Let's see. These are the front of these cards. 1, 2, 6. Okay. Sometimes when we talk about our exes, it's always it is. I love it. I bought this at Books A Million, and there was this little box that said pendulum on it, and it was on sale for like $10. I was like, ooh. And then I bought me and my niece one, right? And so I love this little pendulum. It flows really good, and it's really nice little thing. And so my niece is really funny. She goes, "I'm gonna spy on you and mom through the pendulum on the things that you don't tell me." I thought that was brilliant. Like she's so intuitively connected. Your gifts are phenomenal. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was so funny that she was going to spy on me with the pendulum. All right, so here's our collective reading for all of us. Ooh. Okay, so here we go. Collective reading for all of us for the week. And then I think I'm done for the night. All right, so unless we have any pendulum questions. The first card's about appreciation and gratitude, looking around and really being grateful instead of being in our heads and negative. And so, yeah, that really does. Gratitude brings in a higher vibration energy, and then we can manifest quicker. And so, yeah, really looking around and saying, what am I so grateful for right now? It not only can shift our manifestation potential, but can really shift our joyful potential too, or just our contentment and our mindset. Fifth chakra. It's all about the throat. Trying to write my book. This is a reminder and to get more out there with my speaking and videos. So the throat, it's all about speaking our truth. Sometimes that's in a relationship. Sometimes that is just stepping up into our calling, which I'm in that process of doing now. But yeah, the fifth chakra is all about Archangel Gabriel. I don't know enough about him, but I have a deck that it's Archangel Gabriel. It's all about action, like really doing and creating and launching what you see, business-wise or career or for your calling. Attachment. When I touch this card, this is all about us being very careful about what we allow ourselves to get attached to and to really embrace the awareness of, number one, do I really want this? And number two, is it in my highest and best good? And really being aware of what are we attaching ourselves to, whether it be our hearts, our minds, or our spirits. Like what is it we are attaching to, and is it our highest and best, in our highest and best? Women holding a heart. This is just a reminder to hold our own hearts. I think that we're hard on ourselves sometimes, but I know for me, as I'm walking through the grief of Dad and Nikki, my ex, it is sometimes the healing process can be, if we're doing it right and we're really, facing it fully, that it can be grueling in moments and it's not fun. And so being real gentle with ourselves is really important. And I don't think sometimes we are. I know I'm not in moments. And so I'm learning more and more to be kind, more kinder to my own heart. And I love this. This is the power card of the reading, collective reading. And it's Angel of Love. I think this is just a divine reminder of just how loved we are. Just how loved we are by the universe, and really to not only look for that love, but to express that love through our hearts and service and in showing up for each other, because we are angels for each other. And that's what the song on Sunday means to my heart, is about us being angels for each other. So I hope that was helpful, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, if you'd like to be on our mailing list, feel free to drop your email or send it to me privately, whatever you're comfortable with. And the expo, Mind, Body, Spirit Expo, is from 9 to 6. On Saturday, I will be there all day doing readings from 9 to 6. And I speak at 3 o'clock. And then Sunday, 10:30 a.m. at the same place, the Gulfport Casino, is Sunday celebration service. It's Friendship Sunday. And I'll be playing probably near the end of service with the Gulfport Unity Voices. So who is that? I don't know who that is. Let me see. Let me see who that was. I can only see the names on my phone. And so, hi, Lynn. Welcome. We're done with readings for tonight. And so feel free to join us next time. I'm a little tired tonight. I would keep going. But welcome, welcome. And I hope to see you next time at 7:30 p.m. So many blessings to all of you. I hope to see you this weekend. And I hope to see you next Thursday, 7:30, same time, same place. Many blessings, much love. Good night.